And that's a pretty good segue to my next question. How do you gentlemen determine which music you're going to perform at a particular concert? Is it based on fan feedback? Do you try to set a particular mood for a concert? What's that process?
Both. Both and more.
Yeah, because as you said, there's a lot of music to draw from.
Yes.
You know, I mean, how do you narrow down to we're only going to play? You know, you've only got 2 or 3 hours. How do you?
Well, and so one decision is a logistical one, a production one.
Right.
All right, what do we have? We have full orchestra. Do we have full chorus, or do we have a smaller chorus? Do we have good vocal soloists, or do we not have that? Do we have a good classical guitarist that can do? Say, in certain cities, I may decide not to do the 2 solo guitar numbers. Or another factor is, did we play in that city or in that area before?
Okay.
And so we just did that last year. Maybe we should do this, so that we
Change
give
it
them
up for the
something
local
new.
audience because they've already seen.
Say, for instance, San Francisco was a good example. We played 1 sold-out concert there last year. We played 2 this year. And so on one concert we had Marianne Draco. On another concert we had Dancing Mad. On one concert was a couple of the songs we brought in Susan Calloway. So we were able to do Kiss Me Goodbye, Suteka Dane, Melodies of Life, of course Distant Worlds, you know, a lot more of the songs that maybe we're not doing as many in a lot of the other cities. Tonight we're doing Distant Worlds with solo soprano. But, you know, it's that kind of idea. Should we be doing a little bit more of the solo vocals, or should we be doing more of the big epic choral things? Or has this city ever seen Dancing Mad or Geneva yet? That kind of thing.
Okay, so it sounds like it's a very you tailor your the music to the particular city and what resources you have on hand,
Yeah.
and what they've heard before, if anything.
It's all of those factors, and it is also fans. Remember that last year we were asking the fans what battle scenes, and
really?
they actually voted on the 2 pieces to add, and the 2 top vote getters were Dancing Mad and Geneva, by far. I mean, you know, we asked them both on stage and online, and so we orchestrated those. That was clearly what they wanted. So.
Mr. Uematsu, Elton John is frequently cited as being one of your influences. What are some of the other influences musically?
別にでもエルトン・ジョンだけじゃなくて僕本当にクラシックもジャズも他のロックも聴くし特に70年代のプログレッシブロックはかなり僕は影響を受けてますよ。
So Nobuo-san is known as a Elton John fans.
Freaks.
But you know, he also listened to the classic music and jazz or rock music, and especially the 70s progressive rock. He's kind of maniac of the progressive rock.
A lot of Rush. And
Yeah.
there you go.
Mahavishnu Orchestra.
Queen,
Yeah.
Kansas, you know, all
Yeah,
that good stuff.
Kansas.
Flock.
Flock. No, if they don't know Flock. It's an inside joke.
Oh, okay.
It's an old rock band I used to play in.
Oh,
That's what that
okay.
is. Electric violin.
And what was the inspiration for the forming of the Black Mages, the band that you're currently in?
フォーク。
作るきっかけです。
あれはね、福井君っていうキーボードの人が遊びでファイナルファンタジーの曲をロックアレンジしたの、自分でデスクトップで。で、こんなん面白いでしょって聞かせてくれたの。で、結構出来が良かったんで、だったらロックバンド組んでやろうかっていうのがきっかけだったの。で、僕ももともとはそのロック出身なんで、そのファイナルファンタジーのアレンジもの、ロックアレンジものをバンドでやると面白いだろうなとか思ってたんで、それがきっかけになってすぐバンドを作ろうと。
So the beginning of the Black Mages is there's a Keiichiro Fukui, the composer in Square Enix. He left already, but and he was arranging the Final Fantasy music in the rock style just for fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Just for fun.
Yeah, and he let Nobuo-san listen to it, and he also starts music with the rock music, so he thought that it would be interesting when doing the rock style Final Fantasy music.
So it started out for fun, is what it sounded like. But hey, let's try this as a rock song and see where it goes. And I noticed you play keyboard, so is that part of your Elton John desire?
Yeah, Hammond organ a lot live with the band.
Oh, okay.
Hand
Nice.
synth, right?
And while we're on that subject, you last spoke of a new Black Mages album for spring of 2011 earlier this year. Can you offer any other additional details regarding the upcoming Black Mages album?
実際のところブラックメイジスっていうのはその名前がスクエアエニックスが権利を持ってて自由にそのブラックメイジスっていう名前を使えなくなったんで名前を変えたんですよ、アースバーンドパパスっていう。で実際に今でもそのアルバムに向けて準備は進んでて、今年の8月か9月ぐらいからレコーディングに入って来年の春には CD 出そうかなと思ってます。一番早いライブは10月ぐらいに日本でちょっとデビューライブがあるかな。
So, to tell the truth, the Black Mages is the name of the Black Mages is a license of the Square Enix, so it's very difficult to use for Nobuo-san when he wants to do something. So, actually, he changed the name to Earthbound Papas, the new band.
Oh, okay.
And of course, some of the people are members are different. And he changed the name to Earthbound Papas and start recordings from this August or September, and trying to release the album maybe next 2011 spring. Spring, yeah, about March, around that. And I think the band's debut live will be this October in Japan. That will be the first.
So Earthbound Papas.
And they played on, of course, our recent record, Distant Worlds 2. Within Dancing Mad, they played the Tier 4 section on that.
Oh.
So that's the Earthbound Papas, actually. That's their first
Kind of their
recording.
debut.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
Nice. Now, Mr. Roth, I see from your bio that you've been involved in bringing video game music to the concert hall, and forgive me if this date is wrong, since 2006, with your involvement in Play a Video Game Symphony. How did you come to be involved with game music? Or
Well, predating that, 2005, when the Dear Friends had a very short tour of the United States, the Dear Friends music from Final Fantasy. And it was an interesting story is that it did that premiere concert in Los Angeles, and after that point, the producer of that kept trying to sell the concert series in the United States, and no orchestras
Nobody wanted it.
Nobody
Wow.
was taking a chance, and the reason was because that concert, which was May, I think it was, of 2004 or June or something like that, that concert was in Los Angeles during E3, right? And they thought, well, it was during a convention, and it's not really a concert type of event. And so the whole rest of 2004 went by, nobody was agreeing to do it. My orchestra in Chicago, the Chicagoland Pops, I just decided arbitrarily that I was going to
let's give
do
this a
this.
shot.
Let's give this a shot. And that was my very first experience with video game music. And it was the Dear Friends concert.
Right.
And meeting Nobu for the first time in Chicago when he came in for that as well. And it was big success. It was 4,000 seats, sold out. And then after that is when other dates started coming in for Final Fantasy as a separate concert event, having nothing to do, with scheduling around a convention or something else, which some people still try to do. For instance, last 2 nights ago, we played in San Diego, and Comic-Con was going on, and San Diego Symphony actually looked at Comic-Con and they said, well, let's have them during that. It's, it makes sense. and we were sold out there as well. But the point is that most of the concerts we're doing, we did San Francisco before that, Houston here, they have nothing to do with a particular convention going on. And it really is a separate concert event now, and I think people finally understand that
Well,
there is a great support.
Yeah,
for
it's a
this.
testament to the popularity,
Absolutely.
of the music.
And not only that, a lot of these fans, I mean, backing up here in 2005, I did about 5 or 6, maybe 7 concerts of dear friends. Atlanta Symphony, Detroit Symphony, San Diego, I'm trying to remember where else we played. But, we did maybe a short run. And then we also did another concert in Los Angeles called More Friends, where the Black Mages did play, as a matter of fact, and that record was released in Japan of that concert. Then after that is when, again, I was approached to try to start Play, and get that going, and we did have a nice run of a year or two. I've taken off from Play simply because Distant Worlds is doing so well, and it became too much of a thing to try to maintain both of those things going at the same time. But the Play was a lot of fun because it was just a wide
little bit of
variety of all the different themes, and I also met a lot of other composers in the video game industry with my association. As a matter of fact, one of the greatest all-time parties I ever attended was at my house in Chicago with, what did we have, 12 composers? It was
Wow.
unbelievable. I mean, Uematsu-san, we had Koji Kondo, we had Akira Yamaoka, we had, was Yuzo Koshiro there? I can't remember, there were so many.
Maybe Mitsuda.
Mitsuda, right? And everyone was there. I mean, it was fantastic.
Wow.
We had quite a party there, so. And they were all there for the beginning of Play, that first concert. Oh, and Marty O'Donnell from Halo, and Jeremy Soule, I think, right?
Yeah.
Jeremy Soule from Elder Scrolls, and
Koji Kondo played.
Yeah, he played
Super
piano
Mario.
in my living room. He was playing Super Mario Brothers.
Nice.
It was very fun.
That's awesome.
Jamming out,
I think
everybody.
Jason Hayes was there too, yeah. So, anyhow, it was a lot of fun, and that has always been fun. And to be honest, we are looking at developing other video game tours besides the Distant Worlds. I think Distant Worlds will continue for a few more years at least. There's so many dates and people lining up that would like it to come.
Well, it sounds like the demand is certainly there.
It's growing,
People
if
want to
any-
see
yeah,
this type of music performed live.
It's certainly growing. It's not shrinking at this point.